can't do metal railings. Random. Oh, what's this? Shocking news. Since we started producing electricity, people have been getting shocked and sometimes even attaining serious injuries. We must insulate all the wires. What wires? Just dry your hands next time. Shock as punishment sounds like a great idea. Okay, this is Gen X. This is Gen Z. This is your Gen X, like, well, that'll learn you. And this is your, oh no, safety first. We must insulate everything. I think we'll take this because I actually want the loyalty and I don't mind losing a bit of junk metal. Running the whole wall in the station.
Sir, what do you think you're doing?
This is my station. Idiot. Right, there we go. All looks good in there. No puddles, no drugs. You've got aircon, haven't you, Dave? Oh, jeez. That was close.
Ow.
You look back and slam on. Yeah, so imagine that in Durai Valley. Oh, it's sugar? Start the engine. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Engine's turned off. Right, how do we start the engine? That's for parking brake. How do we turn the engine on again?
You see that shine? That's gold. Now go on, grab it before it washes away. Don't you forget about that second bucket, though. It might be holding even more gold.
It sure is easy, this, Grandpa. I'm surprised you're not retired by now. You know, dig up the top inch of ground and get like $200 worth of gold. Grandpa gets an 87% cut. Grandpa made us sign a contract. Takes 100 grand from us and says, "Oh, you don't remember us discussing this last night?" Or I get 100 grand. Is it stuck because of this?
Captain, we have a major problem.
Group leaders are fighting. Group leaders got into a fight over which group contributes the most to our settlement. Oh, this is people all over. Oh, we're the most favourite group. No, we're the most favourite group. No, Captain likes us the best. No, he likes us the best. There we go. All will fall without unity. Side with the workers, side with the engineers, side with the sailors. You're all equally worthless. I like that option. Genuinely, I'd rather say that to them. Right, that's been built. That was a very disappointing explosion. It didn't sound good, it didn't look good, and it didn't really do anything. Oh. It kind of did. It kind of did.
Well, if it ain't old Chad's grandson. I'll tell you what.
What? Well. It seems he already knows who we are. Well, I'm going to sell all of it because we're getting top dollar for it.
Looking for mining gear? Head over to the Martello shop, other side of town. They got everything you could need. And hey, next time, bring me a whole bucket of nuggets.
I think it's waiting for me to look the other way and it's going to shut the door lock. Got it! Yes!
Surprised these trains haven't fallen apart yet.
Bye! Oh, what? Oh, come on. It won't leave with me on it. That's scumbaggery, that is.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Ow!
That wasn't me. Oh my god, look at the... I guess we're going to need more bins down here as well, aren't we? Good morning, how are we doing? Happy Sunday to you all. I'm in a cop car, but they need some fuel, so I just put some fuel in. They I had it on patrol mode. This is quite funny, right? So if you log in, get in a cop car and put it on autopilot, you can just go AFK. And the car will just do patrols around the island. And I'm level 5 copper, even though I've done absolutely nothing. Almost level 6. It's amazing. And it boosts the town as well. So let's fill up. Wait, why does it cost me for the fuel? It's not even my car.
Kieran110101 gifted 40 Tier 1 Twitch subscriptions to the chat. They have gifted 1,800 subscriptions in total.
Kieran, thank you so very much for dropping 40 subs on the chat. What an awesome start to the Sunday morning that is. Thank you very much. If you're very lucky enough to get a sub from Kieran, please give him a big thank you. And refresh your page so you don't get any more ads. And enjoy those emotes. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your support. I'm just going to make a note of something. There we go. Right, so that's the cop car refueled.
Parkston Docker has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 112 months of support and said happy Sunday Squirrel and fellow nutters.
Happy Sunday to you.
Hackenoff Rivia has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 39 months of support.
Camel, thank you very much. Yeah, look, it's just hands-free. And it will get me up to level 6. I'm thinking about buying a truck.
Fizzer 2001 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 45 months of support.
Hang on, let me carry on with this.
Three Guns 888 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 52 months of support and said SquirrelHISQRL love.
What the heck was that? Squirrel High HI. Thank you, Three Guns. Thank you, Dizza. I wonder if I should do a cop. How do you do an actual police job? I've never done a police job in this game. Let me do that. I'm thinking of buying a truck, but I want to do this first. Do we... Patrol list. Wait, do you just accept a patrol or something? You don't actually... Visit dealership. Is that all you do? You don't drive around and arrest people and stuff? That's a bit boring. Can't you pull people over and give them a ticket? What's this place? Oh, that's the bank. Okay. I might visit the truck dealer. I'm thinking about buying a truck and doing some hauling. We can probably rent a trailer. But actually just buy the truck so we can tune it a bit. But I don't know how much money I'm going to need. Which I don't know what trucking level I am either. Where does it show me what truck level I am? Let me get back to town. Hang on, my chat's frozen, I think. Something froze. There we go. That's better. I was missing 193 messages then. I've got a feeling Kieran's sub bomb broke my chat. If you put on the flashing... Sorry, I'm just catching up on messages that I completely missed. If you put on the flashing lights, cars move up. Right. No tickets, just chasers, but they don't come in too often. Okay. Get to level 50 trucking and buy the Atlas tanker. Haul 20 fuel to factories and get 50k contracts in doing so. Does it show you in the escape menu? Or does it show you... What does it show me what level oh, there you go. Level 29, 18 taxi is that? 13 bus, 38 truck I am. And 38 truck. That's not too bad, but I need to do more. I'm thinking though, I'd rather buy, is it possible to just buy the truck? I don't want to buy like a tanker truck. I want to buy a truck and then I can get a trailer. That way I could get like, I could hire a tanker trailer and do some tanker runs. I could hire a dump truck or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I'm trying to make it so that I can change trailer and do different kinds of jobs rather than buy a specific vehicle, if you see what I mean. And it means I can then tune the truck with more power and better brakes and that kind of thing. But I don't know how much all this is going to cost. I just have a bit of a dream. First thing I need to do is probably do some more truck deliveries just to get my trucking level up. Onamichi!
Onamichi gifted 5 Tier 1 Twitch subscriptions to the chat. They have gifted 759 subscriptions in total.
Thank you, Onamichi, once again. Thank you for gifting 5 subs. You're unsure how trailers go with ownership. Well, I was hoping I could rent a trailer. See, look, there's trucks here. So, are we allowed to rent that yet? See, I can drive that now. I'm allowed to drive that. So it must be high enough to own one of these, like a Kenny type thing. Flatbed. You rent trailers at the trailer dealer. I'm trying to remember where that trailer dealer was. Oh, rentals don't need levels. Ah, so if you want to buy it, you need the level. Hang on, so the truck dealer was over here. Or was it? That one. Gosan truck. Where was the trailer dealer? Is it classed as a car dealer? Luxury cars. Just says car dealer. Trailer dealer's bottom to mid right. Bus dealership. There you go. Tosan trailers. No, they're not the other side. They're just down the road, so it's not too bad. So you got a truck dealer on the west and then a trailer dealer on the east. Just to be annoying. Cheapest and easiest semi to get is the Atlas 4x2 costing 130k and you only need trucking level 10. An Atlas 4x2. Maybe I should just drive over to the truck dealership and see what we can afford. What about tuning and stuff? How much is it going to cost for tuning? Visit dealership. Quest destination. What's that? I think we should take a drive down to the truck dealer. That was really close. Go down to the truck dealer and just see what it is I can buy. Yeah, I'd like to get the engine so that it's like, it's got some power and the brakes so they're not cheese. That'll do us for starters. And then maybe rent or buy a trailer, I don't know. There you go. I have a, there you go. Visited the car dealer. So they've got some basic trailers here.
Lexi Bobcat has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 32 months of support and said happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you, Lexi. Oh, I could rent a scooter. Alright, let's head to the truck dealer. Have a look. I like how they've got a siren on and a siren off. Oh my god, this thing's twitchy. It has a tendency to fishtail when it gets going. Here's the thing. If I pass a copper in a cop car and I'm speeding, is he going to give me a ticket? Or just assume I'm a copper so it's fine? Nothing will happen. Brilliant. Hang on, which way am I going here? I've got a feeling it's to the right. Yeah. I've got something telling me to go left. I'm not sure what that was. I outlaughed yesterday when I wasn't allowed to buy a refuse collector's uniform because I have to be like, what was it, level 30 refuse collector. Absolutely ridiculous. Just so I can...
TC has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 113 months of support and said, is this GTA 6? SQRLROSS.
This has got better storylines than GTA 6, I'm telling you now. Pet, thank you for 113. Yeah, I had to be like level 30 to wear the high-vis vest. Is that the dealer? That's not the dealer. Yeah, exactly. You have to be like level 30 garbage collector just to buy the high-vis vest. I've got a feeling I've gone past this, you know. I have as well. This isn't the dealer, that's a warehouse. Dealer's further down, it's massive. There it is. It's a rental. Right then, let's see what we got. That's 160k for that one. Vehicle info. Okay, I could get that. That's a 350 horsepower, 13 speed. Required level 15. And that's 160,000. Assume that's a lesser model. Yeah, 260 horsepower. That's a level 50, even though it only has 350 horsepower. The same as the Kenny. So why is that then? Interesting. This is a 400 grand level 150? What kind of, like, truck driver do you need to be to drive that? That's insane. That's a level 50. I can't believe that. Level 150. Makes no sense. Carl K, how are you doing? That's a 440. That's pretty good, actually. That's more powerful than the Kenny. I know it's a Renault. It's more powerful than the Kenny, and it has an 800-litre tank. Required level 30. 800-litre tank. That's bigger than this one. I wonder if it just burns a lot more fuel. Now that added 800 litre. 350. That was 160k. That's 220. See, it doesn't give you information like torque and stuff, does it? That's only a 6-speed. I don't get that. Why is that only a 6-speed truck? Oh my god, give over. Why is that? Why is that a level 150 lock on that? 350 13 speed. That's quite nice. Because you changed the gearbox out in the garage. Oh, my game's frozen. My game's... Wow, okay, my game just completely froze then. Not sure what that was. That's a level 75 lock on that one. 260. These stats are weird. Doesn't matter the fuel tank. Nothing else will... Nothing else, well, also don't go under 3 axles. Wait. Jackie, I'm trying to understand your sentence. Doesn't matter the fuel tank, matter nothing else will also don't go under 3 axles. Mm-hmm. I reckon this is the best bet. It seems to have the most bang for buck. It's 160k, 350, 2 axles on the back.
The Quantum Flux has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 33 months of support and said 33 months.
Thank you for 33 months, Quantum Flux. So I'm going to buy this because I like the price. We now own this bad boy. Look at that. This is ours. Our first truck. Do you know, we can even buy a trailer, but I'd rather rent a trailer. Well, I made my decision, Jupiter, and I like this one. Now, I'm going to drive it down to the tuning shop. I take it we just go to the tuning shop in town and then see what kind of mods we can do. There's an off-road truck at medium log warehouse for 8k. I'm alright with this. You tune at any dealer. Cool. What I'm looking for is getting some pulling power. Check the pulling power so we can haul something heavy. And then some brakes so that we don't die in coming down a hill like we did yesterday. Where I came down that hill towards the sea and the brakes just turned into Swiss cheese. That wasn't a very fun experience. Oh, I've got a Magnum coming at me. Of course I have. I mean, Dirt Bob, I guess progression is what you make of it later. You know, you get a similar problem in Euro Truck and American Truck Sim, don't you? You get to the mid-game, you have all these drivers bringing you an insane amount of money with trucks that don't need to be maintained at all and don't devalue. And you just sit back and the cash rolls in, and before you know it, you're in the hundreds of millions. What are you driving for? And in that, you know, you're just moving goods in a very simplistic job market. At least with this, you've got a sense of supply and demand, and you can affect the town. So, I guess it's, at the end of the day, it's a bit of a sandbox sim. You just kind of have fun driving around configuring stuff. I mean, they're always adding things, aren't they? if you take any game like this to its logical conclusion, when you've got loads of money in the bank, what are you playing for? FL1 won't fit in the tune shop and sound. So where do you suggest I take it then? Can we get a bigger fuel tank? Best to take it to the bus dealer. Where's the bus dealer? Is it on this side of town or the east side of town? We're on the west at the moment, approaching town. I could just go to the trailer dealer and do it there, couldn't I? We'd just do that. Yeah. Whee! These roads are very bouncy. Is this the big multiplayer industry game? Well, you can have 100 people in your server, so there is that. Do you think we need a bigger radiator as well, just to keep it cool? I don't know. It kind of depends how much things cost. From a mob syndicate, lol. Run a protection racket. I think I've got 334. We'll spend up to like 100k. Tuning up until we start making more money. I can always make like 80k back with a garbage run. Is this the dealer one? I think it is. Yeah. No, that's the bus dealer. Is that the trailer one? Yeah, down the road. I don't think I'm high enough level for an Atlas casters. Looking online, the better route is 10k. Well, that's doable. I don't think Pops wants to play it, Denden. He says it's a bit too grindy for him. That's what you said. Sommy plays it, and I think Knight plays it. Skill issue. A patience issue, I guess. Right, here we are. Take it, we just take it into here. Right, garage, here we go. Repair, paint, decal parts. Parts. Powertrain. Good grief. How many options? 4 engines. Install 350. I have to be level 50 to get the next engine, so we're not even doing that yet. Level 50 would be our next install point. If you put that engine in for 70k, can you sell the old engine for like 25k or something? Turbocharger. Level 50 for that as well. You can, cool. Or is it better to just keep the engine? I don't know. 13 speed. Look at this. 13 speed for heavy truck duty. 300 kilogram transmission. That's insane, isn't it? 18 speed. Good grief. Right, we're all at that. Final drive ratio 308. Don't know if that's good enough or not. A locked differential. One-way for street and racing for drifter. Don't think we want to put a limited slip diff on the intake. Short intake and a long intake. What does that do for us? Drops the power a bit. And it changes the torque curves. What if we... I take it we don't have any intake. Well, it's 300 coin. You have 0. Buy. Install. Go. Coolant radiator. The medium duty radiator for 10k. Let's get that. Install. So now we have a medium duty basic radiator as a part that you could sell for 250. I mean, we'll just, I guess we just keep that for now, or should we just get rid of it? Sell the basic one. I don't think we're going to put it on anything. Right, so I can't really do very much because everything else is kind of locked anyway. Hang on, no. When it says stock and it says you have 0, does that mean it doesn't have a turbocharger fitted? Because it says stock, but it says we don't have any. So I'm a bit confused. It almost implies it doesn't have a turbo. In which case we can buy a basic turbo, because presumably it's going to give us a bit better on the dyno. Graph changes. Cool. Nothing else on there, is there? Brakes. Here we go. Brake power, brake balance, and brake pads. We have the basic ones installed. Maximum temperature. Why is that in Fahrenheit? Plus 10% cooling. Look at the wear rate on that. Good grief. I think we'll have them. Wait a minute. Are they 3 grand per wheel? That's like 18 grand all around. Ooh. Maybe we just put these on the front. It always seems to be the fronts that overheat, isn't it? Hang on, let me buy 2 of them. Put it there and put it there. The rears carry more. Stopping is important. I agree. 3 grand per wheel, though. Yikes. And that's just the brake pad. That's not even the brake power. $150% more power. There we go. We've got 150% power now. Brake balance. Interesting. Tell you what, we'll buy more of these. There we go. We've got the better brakes all around. We've got better power as well. Suspension. Anti-roll bar. Suspension spring damper, ride height. I mean, I don't know if we need any of this yet. Well, I'd have to take it for a run before I decide on that one. Tyres. Okay, what do these do for us? Grip 0.5G, tyre mileage 100. Maximum load 12,000. Maximum load 8,000. Oh, okay. That's quite a big difference. And we need 4 sets at $2,000 each. Ooh. You need better suspension. Hmm. Right, we've got the KMH2 DRWs on the rear. Can we sell these? Get the money back for them. On the front, put the better tyres on the front, and then sell those.
Coldamus 666 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 102 months of support, and said SQRLHYPE.
I wish it would say Squirrel Hype. Thank you, Cole Amos. Springs and shocks 150% front, 200% rear. What, you reckon we need to do that as well? Oh, look at that. That lowers it right down. What's it on at the moment then? Spring rate minus 50%. Softer springs improve ride comfort and grip.
Armin_V30 kindly donated $3.05 and said SNT truck config is back. SQRLHYPE.
Thank you, Armin. Stiffer springs reduce body roll and improve responsiveness, but decrease ride comfort and grip on uneven surfaces. 120 front and 200 back is enough. Are we on the front here or the back? They're 120s. There you go. I don't know what they did with our default springs. Wheel spacers. Look at that. Put the wheels right out by 10 centimeters. Angle kit. Wait, is that like the rake? That's crazy. You might want some dampers. Mate, we're running out of money. What are we on? 50%, 50%. Stiffer dampers reduce oscillations and improve stability during cornering, but can make the ride harsh and reduce grip on bumpy surfaces. What do you reckon? 120 on the front again? And 200s on the rear? That's going to ride pretty stiff. Do we need anti-roll bars at all? I don't know. I need to see how it drives, etc. What's this? Fuel tank, 100 litres. Wait, is that an extra fuel tank? What's that about? The bigger the wheel space, the better the grip in this game. That makes no sense at all, does it? So that's an extra fuel tank. Well, we'll have that then. Utility box allows you to carry more items. Right, so we've put a fuel tank extra on each. No need for that. No need for what? Etc. Powertrain, tyre, wheels. We've done all of them. Hang on, can we change the paint scheme? Skin, what's this? Colour. Brightness, saturation, metallic. I don't see anything changing. Roughness. Well, that definitely... Oh, there you go. Now it's got a metallic sheen to it, look. It reduces the metallic effect, effectively. So you can get like a light metallic effect. That's pretty cool. Yeah, quite like that. Add to palette. Body 2. That must be the white colour, presumably. I'm alright with that. Window. Wait, what are we changing here? Oh my god. What? How does that work? How do you remove the blacked out window? I don't think that... how do I get rid of that? That's crazy. Is it opacity? I don't know. It's just insane. Was that tinted before? So you can basically colour tint the window. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Yeah, fine. Right. Repair. Do we need any repairs? No. Oh my god. Look at all these. Eco. I don't think we're putting eco on though. Express. Logistics. I love it. Can you have your own custom ones? Like, can I put my Squirrel logo in a folder and pick it up? On your mono server, it might not allow that. Lots of flames and stuff, isn't there? Like wolves and bears and skulls and things like this. Yin-yangs. Angry people. Weird meteors. Look at that. That is quite funny. You need to make it a mod to have your logo, fair enough. Looks a bit pixelated to me. How do I say I want? Oh, there you go. And then add another one around this side. How do I get around that side? There you go. What on earth is going on? LT to mirror. I've pressed that. Doesn't do anything. I have to stretch it back in. It's like weirdly stretched. LB and Y to rotate. Oh god. This looks awful. No, let's remove that. Which was that one? That one. Get rid of that. How do I mirror that? LT. Where's that gone? Oh, you're kidding me. It added the one... It added the second one at the top of the... Fine, whatever. We'll put it back in. LT to mirror. There we go. That's what we want. Export, import, okay. Name. FL1. You can name your vehicle. Let's call it Sheila. You love the polygon wheels. Look at the tires. Wait, can you put a different horn on there? You could put on... How do you put better rims on there? I didn't see the option for that. Let's go back in. Is it parts? Wheels, no. Decal, paint, repair. I don't see the... Under wheels. Oh my god, look at this. Oh. We'll leave that for now because that's expensive. Right then, I want to hire a trailer now. Let's have a look at what we want to hire. Let's start off with some car, like container runs from the dock or something. What's this one? A contour-led 40 foot. These are straight flatbeds. No ABS, no wonder you slide everywhere in this game. Lol. Orange ones. Are these the container ones? The Contra 23L and the 40. What do you have to be for that then? Cargo space. That takes a 40-foot container. That's 50k. That takes a 20-foot container. So what do you reckon? We just rent a 40-foot container, go down to the docks and see what we can get? If you go to the trailer spawn icons, you can pick any trailer and it doesn't cost rent. Wait, what? Go to the trailer spawn icon. What do you mean by that, gamer? Do you mean like this icon? You can get 40... The 40 can get 140 or 220s on there. Well, I'm thinking our truck can handle that. But I'm curious as to what gamer means about no rent. Is that where you get an owner one? It'll be like that, but a smaller square. They just say trailer on the map. Well, what does that do? You can rent trailers at the harbour. That's 50 credits every 10 minutes. Just get it. Go for a drive. You can rent trailers at the harbour for no cost. Oh. Oh well. Why does it let you rent for a cost here if you can get it for nothing at the harbour? That's kind of weird. The landing gear is lowered. Exit the vehicle and raise it manually. Landing gear? Oh man, somebody get some oil on that. That's insane. Right, where was the harbour again? That was the harbour, wasn't it? So presumably we need to go to here. You have an owner share if you don't rent, so you pay more on the end. Fair enough. What about the ones from the harbour, their owner share then? Look at that, the trailer almost matches the livery. Wait a minute, you know those fuel tanks we bought? They didn't even fill it with fuel. Look, we got like an extra 20% fuel, an extra couple of 100 litres, but they didn't fill it. Scumbags.
Hawkeye_301 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 92 months of support.
Thank you, Hawkeye. I think it's better to hire the trailer and pay whatever that was, 80 coin every 10 minutes, than to take a percentage of, you know, 10, 20, 30,000 coin job that we're going to take. It's going to cost us a lot more if you haven't owned a trailer. No, you don't buy tanks filled with fuel. You buy the tanks and then they fill it for you. That would be nice of them. I need to find a fuel station, actually. It's a pity you can't tell your sat-nav, find the nearest fuel station. Yeah, exactly, Jackie. That's why I'm renting. So according to the little meter on the dash there, we're 3/4 full of fuel. Yeah, the truck feels pretty stable, doesn't it? So it's like it braking. I mean, trucks do generally brake very well empty. You can set the max RPM in the drive menu so you can run in sport for better handling without over revving. Interesting. I'm looking for the fuel station on the mini-map. Oh god, that guy is turning. Where's the fuel station? Oh, there it is on the way out, is that? Guess what? We're not overweight. Well, we'll see what weight of container we can take. I'm presuming we just pull up to a box over here and it's going to give us a list of containers available. I've absolutely no idea. Here, maybe. Do we go to this one or the next one? Or does it not matter? $33K. Good grief. Look where that's going. That's going to the southwest of the South Island. Or does each crane offer different jobs? That is flipping insane. This is import. Trade balance will be decreased. Interesting. I tell you what, they don't pay that well considering you're hauling a big container full of stuff. Don't take 40-foot containers that are worth less than the 20-foot. These look the same. Are these not the same? 20K. What was the maximum gross weight again? I'm trying to remember. That pays 10K to take a container to the other island. Is it 44? I don't know. You get paid both ways because you need to bring the container back. Ah, okay. Wait, so do we get paid that fee going and then that fee coming back? Is that how that works? Crikey, that's a long way. Oh, nice. So that is effectively a 40 grand job minus whatever you're going to have to burn on fuel and repairs and stuff. 40-footer. There's loads on this list. What's with the contracts? What are they about? Online access. What's this? Online access allows your company members to see productions and deliveries of this place anywhere, anytime. Wow. Wait, so you buy that contract and then you can see what it's offering from anywhere. That's pretty cool. You can fast travel to and from. Nice. Way, hello, 42 grand. What's that about? The Sanho Oil Refinery drop-off. Oh my god. 42, that's 90 grand there and back. Why would I get two 20-footers when I can do that? I swear this list keeps refreshing. 20-foots. The 20-footers aren't really paying that well, if I'm honest. Oh, this list is just... That one's not so bad. To the other island, that's 10.5 grand. And that one's on the way, so... Those two are possible, but the weight of them is too much. Because that's 27 tons, and that's 25 tons. Which puts us way overweight. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any lucrative 20-foot containers, to be honest, Costello. I'm going to take that because I'm a madman. That looks crazy. 24 tons for 42.5 grand. There we go. I'm probably going to regret this, but it looks fun to me. It's only overweight if you're caught by the DVSA. That's very true. A friend of mine works for the DVSA. He inspects trucks, funnily enough. Goes into, like, MOT testing centres. Right, I need to refuel on the way, really. One sec, let's have a look at our routing. So this takes me past the fuel station, over town, over the bridge, then along the northern road that I've never been down, past the quarry. Gets a bit twisty through here. And then down what looks like Morocco to me. This will be interesting. You can ignore the overweight. I know you just get fined and stuff. Get rid of that, because that's confusing. There's a harbour over there, why don't they ship it? Because Disanatol. They wanted it moved by truck, not a ship. Maybe the ship was full, I don't know. Maybe it's a special urgent delivery. Hey, you're just asking too many questions. I've noticed it changes gear. It changes gear on exactly 2,000 RPM, top of the green zone. What does it do in sport?
Rick 94,523 has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 122 months of support.
Rick, thank you for 122. Oh, hang on. Where's the fuel stop? Oh, what? It's a bit of an awkward fuel stop. You have to go in just to get the fuel.
Chris_Steam_1994 kindly donated $2 and said, "Oh hey Paul and chat. Good to see you in a proper truck now. Just don't let Smokey Bear stop you."
I'm sure it will happen, Chris. Oh my god, I couldn't work in a container port if it's just going to beep constantly. Quest complete. Visit a racetrack. What, in a truck? How does that even count? Beep, beep, beep. You know, you'd be going to sleep at night, just going beep, beep. I can't sleep unless I hear the beeps. Right, we're loaded on fuel, let's go. We're going to be driving through the night, I think. Yeah, but this is the problem, WRD. If you work in a place like that where things are beeping constantly, your brain tunes it out. And that then becomes a problem because it defeats the whole point of the noise. It's literally a warning noise that your brain is then tuning out because you hear it all the time. They were driving pillars into the ground all day long for 4 days. Good grief. Oh, I see some waste on the ground over there. I'm tempted to pick it up. I tell you what, this drives nice and stable with that suspension upgrade. Pretty planted on the road.
Jack Sims has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 133 months of support and said, "The return of Sunday Night Trucking. SQRLROSS."
SQRLROSS, Jack Sims. Thank you for 133. Oh, can we have some more power, please? Insert coin to continue. Let's get some more RPMs going. Hold circle to keep it in gear and rev it out, but don't have to change drive mode. Wait, what does holding circle do exactly? Just hold the gear? What is that car? That come with a remote control? I'm holding circle. That seems to turn off stability control or something. Well, we're not short of gears on this truck, so that's a bonus. How do you put the interior light on again? You have to do it in the menu. Oh my god, it's dark. What is this madness? L on the keyboard. It's slightly better. Wait, 100... What? Oh, oh, steady. Easy, Tiger. Easy. What the flipping heck's going on? That just went, like, literally nothing I could do. It just started snaking all over the place. Yeah, the rain does change the handling a lot. Well, that was nuts. Like, I don't even know what happened then. The whole truck just went. Yeah, I think the rain just seems to turn the road into very low friction. And I put some good tyres on as well. Well, I've got some body damage anyway. Oh, I know where we are. This is the bank, isn't it? I'm following an old waypoint, I think. Yeah. I am as well. That's annoying. It must jackknife Big Ugly in the rain because I forgot he doesn't have the trailer brakes. It says B to toggle Jake brake, but I don't know if that's... Is that the letter B as in press the B key on here? Yeah, it is as well. It doesn't look like there's a hotkey for that on the controller. I mean, looking at how much fuel we've burned, we've got pretty good fuel endurance. Nothing on control of the Jake brake could bind something if you wanted. I'd have to look at what the bindings are. Oh, is that? It's the visit bank quest, is it? Yeah, we'll sort. When we get to the destination, we'll untrack that quest and have a look at the controller mappings. 13 speed gears. Oh yeah, arrest me for like not using the turn signal. What roads do you drive on? You'd have to arrest half the drivers. Whatever you do, don't take out a loan. Why? Interest rates are horrible. It's like a loan shark then. Is it like those payday loans? I mean, I don't really see the need in getting a loan anyway, when you can do a garbage run and get 80 grand. It's just pure impatience. Swing through a shop, why? Oh, I thought you meant like a supermarket. Nah, Johnny, I don't. As if there was a... Did you see that? There was like a bag of garbage on the road to pick up in the middle of this road. Can you imagine stopping on a 75-mile-an-hour road in a garbage truck and closing the lane off? I'm going to slow down before I get a fine. Stick the old cruise control on. I'm doing 63 and I'm catching up this, like, convertible sports car. Right, we're now on the South Island. I've not been down this road before. I've no idea what to expect. Oh, first gear hype. We may be first gearing it up this hill. Right, second gear's holding. Was this 27 tons, this container? Rent extended 50 coins. I thought it said 27, I can't remember though. We're going to be annoying a lot of people behind us. Popular move. Yeah, I can't get a bigger engine, Chris. I have to be driver level 50 just to get a bigger engine. Which we're 38 trucking now. By the time we get there and back, maybe we'll be in the 40s. It's a solid white line, yellow line up the middle of the road. They can't overtake. I thought it was 27 as well, David. Of course, if we're climbing, at some point we're going to be going downhill, and that's going to be even worse, probably. No bong. We're going to no bong. Right, look at that radiator temperature. I'm so glad we put the better rad on there. I think if I hadn't have put the better rad on there, that would have overheated coming up that hill. That oil temperature was getting pretty high. In the UK at least you can cross the solid white line to overtake less than 10 mile an hour if deemed safe. Not to my knowledge. Solid white line means you can't cross. It's a nice view. Cycles and horses. They shouldn't be on the road if it's like really slow road like that. Is that in the highway code then? Does this support head tracking? I think it does. I think I saw an option for head tracking. It supports VR as well. You can overtake if what's in front is travelling less than 10 miles an hour. Imagine trying to explain that to the coppers. Like, how can you prove that the thing in front of you was doing less than 10 when you overtook it? But you can't. They see you overtaking on a solid line. You're overtaking a truck because it's struggling, and then you say, well, I was doing less than 10. And they go prove it, and you're like, I can't. Most people don't have a dash cam. It's on them to prove it wasn't. Is it? Innocent until proven guilty. That's a lovely concept. I wish it was true. Oh, I agree. I mean, dash cams, like, should just be a thing now. Oh, those brakes are, like, super aggressive. I need to change the tuning on them brakes so I can get more gradual braking. I just pull a little bit on the trigger and I seem to get an awful lot of braking. No bong. That's where we are. The factory on the left. Highway code 129 says you can't overtake the key exceptions passing a stationary vehicle. Okay. Overtake a house cyclist. What's a house cyclist? Or road maintenance provided they're under 10. So it mentions nothing about tractors or trucks or anything else going less than 10 miles an hour. A horse, right? So it's a horse, which is a different thing. I'm sorry, officer, I was overtaking a house cyclist. A what, sir? You know, a house cyclist. So a horse, or a cyclist, or road maintenance. We are officially in Morocco, look at this. That is proper deserty round here. We're losing tarmac shortly. I think, unless that's a drawing distance problem. This could get interesting. No, it's a drawing distance. Yeah, you see, this is it, D22. If you've got a truck that's doing like 5 miles an hour up a hill because it's struggling with its heavy load, and it's a solid white line and you overtake it, are you breaking the law or not? Because it feels like there's nothing in the highway code that you can point to that says I'm allowed to do that. Man, this feels unstable. That's true, it's not technically law. No, I was thinking like if you're climbing a hill and you can see what's ahead, so you can deem it safe, but it's a slow moving vehicle that isn't listed in the highway code is what I'm getting at, I suppose. Ooh, look at that. There's a broken down truck and trailer, I think. Yeah. That's a very small trailer. Rent extended. Yeah, it was a very stubby kind of dolly trailer, wasn't it? I reckon the Renault overheated pulling it up the hill.
Dubon122 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 59 months of support.
Thank you, Dubon. It's not seriously raining in this desert, is it? Oh, here we go. I may as well just pull over because, quite frankly, we're probably going to lose it in the rain. Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna, while it's raining, I'm just gonna pull over and have a look at the drive mode controls. Because that, the braking is way too aggressive. How do we do it again? Oh, it wasn't that. Drive mode. Enable soft rev limiter. Autopilot cornering. Autopilot maximum speed, no limit. Comfort. Auto shift up RPM. Wait, I know that it shifts at 2000. Handbrake. Braking. Maximum. Linearity. I don't feel like that's true. Button press sensitivity. So, do I want more sensitivity or less? Like, the way it feels like, if I pull the trigger to brake, I move it a little bit and I seem to get a lot of braking. And what I want is a much more gradual kind of... So I get more of a range through the braking. So the linearity reckons it's a straight line. I mean, it doesn't really... It should show a braking curve, really. Button press sensitivity, I'm not really sure what that means. I mean, if I put it up to... That seems to make it more sensitive. You set your braking power to 150. It's not, Gordon, it's not the amount of power of braking I'm talking about. It's the range of control I get over it. Less sensitive, if I remember correctly. Change it to 1. Button press sensitivity. Here we... That's the handbrake. What's it on in sport mode then? In sport mode it's on 20, which is insane. I don't feel like you want that to change in any way.
Max the Husky 95 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 21 months of support, and said hello Paul and chat, here's to another month of epic streams, SQRL love.
Max, thank you very much for 21.
RB Score has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 76 months of support.
RB, thank you for 76. You see, the tiny bit, tiny bit of braking and I get loads of braking. It's weird. Setting the linear to 0 allows for a linear input response, meaning the brake application will be proportional to the trigger or pedal pressure rather than jumping between no brake and full brake. Setting the linearity to 0? Interesting. Wait, so at the moment it's going nothing or full braking? Because it's on 100%. That's insane. Linearity, 0. Well, I can get more gradual braking now. That's quite nice, actually. Yeah, that's much better. I can actually... I'm not just going like full-on brakes. I can actually shave speed off a bit. I mean, I can still do full brakes. That's much better. I need to put that on the sport mode as well. Yeah, I think with it being on 100%, it seemed to go from nothing to full brakes no matter what. So it was almost like having a button rather than having a trigger, which has a slider on it. Yeah, this is much more controllable. Oh no. I don't want to be behind AI. They always do stupid stuff at corners. Like this. Why 2300? It's not enough to overheat. I think the moment it changes are about 2700. Oh geez, what are you doing, mate? Come on. Hey Kelly, I really want to get past this. The trouble is, as soon as they get to a straight, they just speed up again. He just hit my trailer. But it doesn't matter, it's a rented trailer. Hey, he saw me, I was well past him at the bend. It was my corner, he should have backed off. F1 rules. So I was head at the apex, officer. I think this is the second sunset we've seen on this trip. As far as the game's concerned, we've been driving 24 hours. I want some roof lights. Can you get roof lights? I want some extra lighting. I know, I'm not taking my mandatory 45-minute break at all, Chris. There's a house there to buy in the, on the coast. Yeah, but when I was in the parts thing, I looked in the parts menu in the shop and I didn't see anything for lighting. You have a magnet on your tacho? No. Never do such a thing. Hey man, there's nobody stuck behind me. Lights are at the exotic shop. Wait, what? I've not heard of this. You should check out some of the shops. I don't know where they are. You can buy coolant for an overheating truck and coffee to help you move heavier items. Wait, say that again. You can buy coffee to help you to move heavier items in your truck. Are you for real? Does that work on steam trains as well? I'm asking for a friend. Not the truck, but hand movements. Okay. Hey, is that our destination? 3.3 miles. Nice. You need to remember that, Chris. More coffee is the answer. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Off-camber turn. You just got your second cup. Well, you can pick up heavier bags now. I agree with you, Spence. It is terrible at explaining things. There's like a Motorpedia in the game, but it only explains basic mechanics. Whoa, okay. That entire refinery dockyard just appeared. Dassa Harbour. It sure is. It's a cop car up ahead, isn't it? Oh, what the heck? Who put the... Is there a bin bag in the middle of the road coming off the roundabout? And that box next to it, I thought that was a barrier. I reckon Dassa Harbour, they've got so fed up of the fact that nobody collects refuse anymore. They're like, you know what? We're just going to put our bags at the roundabout and somebody will have to take them then. Oh, I see. So that's 1.5 miles straight line, and then on the mini-map, 2.0 miles driving. Okay, thanks. You plan on doing a Transport Fever 3 $1 billion challenge? I mean, I'm going to play Transport Fever 3. I don't know what challenge I'll go for. It kind of depends what the game mechanics are. Like, I'm pretty certain Transport Fever 3, one of the things they'll do is change the mechanics so that you can't do what I did in that video. So we'll have to see. It's a big, windy road through the desert. Broken down truck. Yeah, it's been a bit quiet, Venrith. Like I said to you, I think the probably gearing up for some kind of Gamescom reveal is what my thoughts are. Gamescom's next month, isn't it? So maybe they'll announce a release date then. That would be the sensible thing. Assuming they're pushing it this year, which I think was the plan. Yeah, you can. We did tow trucks yesterday, Neil. If you look back at yesterday's stream, that's exactly what we did. I was towing stuff around, recovering vehicles. And then I did some vehicle deliveries, like from the dockyard. You can take brand new vehicles and deliver them. San Ho Oil Refinery. He was just finishing watching his YouTube video before he pressed the button. Remember your contract, Spence. Wait, what? Say that again? What do you mean, remember your contract? Same as the milk. Surely I can't just pick up a contract to deliver this. I don't even know what's in the back of the container. I don't even know what I'm carrying. I'm carrying an oil refinery drop-off. That's not the right box, is it? No. Where's the actual box then? We go here? Parking space. Where do we go to look at the contracts for this place then? I don't see anything. Go in the truck to see the drop-off. Mate, that's not what we're trying to do. Contract. Supply crude oil. I don't know. Are we supplying crude oil? There's no contracts. What are they? We've got an oil refinery drop-off, but it doesn't actually say what it is. It can't be oil, because you wouldn't put oil in a container. So maybe it's like parts or something.
Audi R123,000 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 97 months of support and said another month in this amazing community.
Thank you very much, Audi. So we're just going to drop this off, presumably. Do I need to just reverse it in maybe? Yeah, okay. Again, the game's just entirely unclear. 42 G's. Town effect bonus 196. Woo! Right, before I do that, first of all, I'm going to jump out, get rid of that quest track. So we don't have that constantly not annoying me. Then we're going to have drive mode. Because linearity 0% works very well. So I'm going to set that on these as well. Drift, I'm not going to use anyway. Throttle, maximum 100%. Button press. Auto shift up. Let's try 2400. And then the other thing I was thinking of looking at was trying to map a jake brake button. That's less useful now, but option, control, gamepad. Driving keyboard. Well, there you go. Vehicle. Right, so that's the... So it's this column here. So if you wanted a jake brake toggle, that's currently mapped to B. But that's not true. Yeah, you take the container back, I think, Chris. I don't think there's a backload. I mean, we could have a look, but I think you have to just bring the container back. Toggle autopilot, LB plus... It doesn't seem to use anything with the RB button. RB changes camera. Thing is, it's not on B. That doesn't do that. On an Xbox controller, B is where circle is, right? On a PlayStation controller, is that right? B versus brackets B. What does brackets B mean? B is on the keyboard. Yeah, that's where it goes wrong, though. Handbrake is on A, which is X for me. Yeah, but currently, if I press the circle button, which I think is B, currently that, like, holds the revs. Or, sorry, holds the gear. So I'm trying to work out where that button mapping is. Because on the vehicle... On the vehicle, scrolling down, I don't see where that's mapped. There's Y and X. That's on the UI. But the vehicle, it's not mapped at all. Diff lock. Wait, you can toggle the diff lock. Yeah, but Tree Snapper, you're not understanding what I'm saying. At the moment, if I hold the B button down on my controller, it does something, and I can't see where that's mapped in here. Apart from that for burnout, but that's not, it's not, I don't know what this column is. LB and A is control panel. LB and RB is virtual mirror. LB left stick is high beam. doesn't make any sense because LB and left stick, like if you press left stick 3 times, you toggle through lights off, lights on, and high beam. It cycles through them, so why would you need this? LB plus left stick. We could nick that. Oh God. LB and left stick, toggle jailbreak, high beam, delete high beam. There you go. That's flash high beams. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't care about that. LB and left stick, done. So now I can press. There you go. I don't need to touch the keyboard. So if you came here with a tanker full of oil, you could then go into that contract menu, grab a contract, and then deliver it for bonus money. I reckon you could make a decent amount of money delivering oil. Which, you know, we could totally do that. We could grab a fuel tanker, just rent one of them, and bring that up. You want that? You want this? Guess not. Do you know, it does weird things depending on where you look. So if you're looking outside, it looks nice. If you look inside, it brightens up the outside. Look. Very profitable, especially with 3 tankers, 2 lead, and a tanko. 3 tankers? What, as in hook up 3 trailers? Man, that guy's gonna die in the desert.
CC Murphy has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 44 months of support.
Thank you, CC Murphy. You also deliver oil to Jeju Harbour for more money than delivering to the refinery. Wait, why do you get more money going to the harbour than going to the refinery? Do you know what this game does? The one thing this game does that Eurotruck doesn't do. In this game, if you hire an AI driver to drive one of your vehicles around the map, you see it driving around the map. You actually see it doing its job. Was that a broken down refuse collection thing? So if you go and like buy a truck with a, I don't know, say you buy a dump truck, and then you'd set up the AI and say, right, haul this coal, you will see it driving around on the map. Because yesterday I was seeing zombies trucks driving around. Yeah, buses, taxis, anything really. Oh, there we go. This car's going to start brake testing me now as we go through this bend. Look, he had the same problem I had before I adjusted my braking sensitivity. I can't do that. It's not going to work. I think he needs to slide his slider down to 0. Oh, I thought he was going to T-bone him then. What do you want, mate? A written invitation? Oh my god, I can't be dealing with that anymore. He literally stopped on the exit of a roundabout. I reckon he was one of those cash for crash guys, you know. In the middle of a desert, on a roundabout outside a refinery, suddenly brakes. I'm sorry, officer, I saw a child. I had to brake. Really? You saw a child? Yeah. Hey Semcopter, how you doing, man? Hope you're well. Wait, what time is it for you? Shouldn't you be in bed? Mind you, you're probably just about getting up with your kids right now. 5:07 AM. My clock doesn't have that time on it. Anything between about 1 AM and 6 AM don't exist on my clock. My momentum's gonna get killed. I do have to laugh watching the AI try to control its vehicle. Oh, this is not good for me. Sorry. Blame the van back there. He was doing less than 10 miles an hour, officer. Honest. Where's the police? Not in the middle of the desert. I'll give you a clue. They don't want to drive out here. Look at it. There's no donuts. Look at the fuel burn. We seem to have burned about a quarter of a tank-ish. About a third of a tank, probably. By the time we get back, it'll probably be on half. That's not bad. I think the truck cost us 120. I must have spent, I don't know how much I spent on doing it up. Maybe like 40, 50. This job paid 42, was it? And then 42 on the way back. That's like 80 odd K. That's most of the cost of the truck. Like 2/3 of the cost of the truck on its own. It was one. Was it 160? Oh, maybe it was 160. Well, that's not bad. Our first job, we managed to bring in like half the truck in money, minus expenses. Obviously, there's a copper. This isn't good. No way did I spend 100 grand on upgrades. Really? That's what the game's missing, is like a... Oh god, this guy. It's missing a detailed log of transactions. Can't believe he damaged my trailer. What a scumbag. Drove into it and everything. I was ahead at the apex. Oh boy. Boy, you slowed down a lot. Well, the dry box, the MPG that it shows you here is not a live MPG. It's like averaged apparently. The actual MPG is, you see that when I throttle up? That's your dynamic MPG. Hence why it appears to stay the same. I presume it's a rolling average, I don't know.
Captain Flint_Vika has resubscribed with a tier 3 Twitch subscription and 124 months of support, and said random number facts. Did you know that if you multiply 124 by 1, you get exactly 124 again?
That sounds like utter nonsense to me, Captain Flint. I think you just made that up. Thank you for your tier 3, 124 months. Here's an even weirder one, Captain Flint. If you divide 124 by 1, you get 124 again. How weird's that? And if you divide 124 by 124, you get 1. I mean, that's even weirder. There's some spooky stuff going on there. Are you a wizard, Harry? Oh, it's raining. In the desert. I don't like rain in this game. It's actually quite scary. It might as well be raining oil, and I'm not even joking. You're doing less than 10 miles an hour, officer, I believe. He didn't like that. He was doing less than 10 miles an hour, but he didn't like being overtaken. That's all that was. And now he's after me. But it's okay. There's absolutely no way that that guy's catching me up through these bends. Oh, I've got to pull away from him now. What a nightmare. It's funny how he's suddenly able to drive quite quickly. It's right behind me. He's literally on my tail. This is not good. The rain is really not helping me right now. Yeah, well, if I drop the trailer, that's great, but I won't get paid 42 grand for bringing it back. However, the fine is going to cost me about 1,000. So I'm better off taking... Oh, there's another one. He's called in for backup, look. His mates are here now. I think they might have just crashed into each other. I saw the copper come the other way, and suddenly the two of them disappeared out of my mirror. Which means I can use both sides of the road again. I think what happened was the copper that was oncoming did like a handbrake turn in the road and hit the other one. There's just nowhere to hide down this road either. Terrible. I've almost lost him. I don't think I bothered with Alaskan road trucker, to be honest. Hey, there we go. Wanted badge is just about gone. Hey! Oh God, what have I done? What? Now, is it me, or is that just completely unfair? I pressed a button, it brought up something that said wake up, and I couldn't control the vehicle, and I couldn't get rid of it. I had to change to the mouse to, like, get rid of it, by which point I'm going off the bend. Tow to the nearest road, 1,325. I mean, what was that? Seriously, what was that? And now I'm behind a ton of traffic. There goes the money. What, 1,300? No, I think we'll survive. Oh, that's a copper. Hang on. I don't want to be on the wrong side of the road. Oh, he's lit me up anyway. The guy's like driving the opposite direction. He looked in his mirror, he was like, yeah, I thought so. Driving on the wrong side. That's absolute nonsense. Can't see a thing. There we go. Just got rid of my wanted badge and then had an incident and then got it straight back again. Oh, not good. Oh, you hit my trailer! I can't believe that rented trailer's just... Everybody's just driving into it. They know it's rented. There we go. Normality has been resumed. You think the underwater diver's faked for views? Yeah. All I can tell you is I pressed left mouse button and the X button accidentally, which brought up a drive mode panel. I then pressed something else and then was presented with a wake-up timer, which I don't even know what that is. I presume you can just sleep or something. But I just couldn't get rid of it. And the thing is, when you've got the panels up, you can't control the truck. I'm up to level 42 trucking now. I think I was on 38. So I'll probably be on about 43 when I get back. There's the bridge. Will I be playing Pal World? No. Not at all. I thought Pal World was an old game anyway. Early access. Jeez. It's like years old, that game. Wait, when was that? How long has it been early access for? Five years, blimey. Yeah, I remember when it first came out, like a bunch of streamers were streaming it. That bus is going to pull out on me. This was the big hill that we struggled to get up. This is a heck of a drop, actually. Blimey. This fuel tanker truck is really struggling. Cheese brakes. Of course you speed up now. Of course you do. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? They just don't want to be overtaken. That's what it is. What are you talking about? All my overtakes are legal. Right. AI assist over the bridge while I have a drink. Game's come a long way, especially since when he started, he was just using store assets and now he gets them made for him. Are we talking about Pal World, Gastus, or are we talking about this game?
Moxie3 has resubscribed with a tier 1 Twitch subscription and 25 months of support, and said, "Hi Paul, hope you're well. I'm finally getting a PC. OMG, I cannot wait. Lol, this game is actually getting me giddy for GTA."
GTA. Thank you, Moxie, for 25 months. You only get half the XP per kilometre on autopilot. Yeah, but I wanted a cup of tea. Did you hear about, speaking of GTA, you know there was that hoo-ha about them not having a physical copy of the game and it just coming as a digital code in a box. Did you see what Sony announced about PlayStation this week? Wow, it is news, nice senator. You don't understand the fuss? I'll tell you what the fuss is. The fuss is, like, up until this point, if you bought a game, like, especially on console, it's not really been a thing so much on PC for many years now. You know, Steam and all the rest of it, we've all gotten used to digital codes, but on console, up until this point, console players have been quite used to the idea of buying a game, getting the physical copy and disc, taking it home, playing the game, taking it back to something like GameStop, selling it, and getting a different game. Or even lending the disc to your friends and let them play it. Yeah? That's what you could do with a physical game. Can't do that anymore. So it's a bit like a book, isn't it? If you buy a book, you can read it, put it on the shelf, sell it, give it to your mate, they can read it. If you get a digital book on your Kindle or something, not so easy. And there's nothing to sell at the end of it. It's not an asset as such. And that's what the fuss is, because console players, especially when they've got like consoles that are in second homes or caravans or whatever, and they want to entertain the kids on a rainy day, they can just get some cheap games on CD and they can play. How on earth did that car tip my truck and trailer up in the air? How, like, literally, how did he physically do that? That's impressive. But yeah, that's what the hoo-ha is, because Sony, don't forget, Sony is the company that, was it like 4 or 5, like the previous generation, was it the PS4 they did it? They made a mockery of Microsoft. Do you remember? On the stage. On the stage, like, Sony CEO got on stage and said, "This is how you share a game on PlayStation," and then they gave the CD to his mate. And they did it on stage, mocking Microsoft and the Xbox. And here we are, like 5 years later, they've basically gone complete 180 on that. And now they're the one that's saying digital only. Thanks, guys. Yeah, they did. They pulled a load of movies out the store. Yeah. You feel like it's 5% users. I feel like you've pulled that number out of your trousers. I don't know what percentage it is. I don't know how significant it is, but... You know, when it comes to like the second-hand console market going forward, the games are non-existent. I think it'll devalue the consoles going forward. That was not a decade ago. No way. That was like 5 years ago. To me, this is just more of the you don't own anything, you know? You pay your money, you basically pay a right to play something, but you don't own anything. You've got nothing that you can give away or sell. Let's put it that way. Welcome back, Cool Tiger. I mean, what does it mean for... what does it mean for CEX and GameStop? Like, these companies that just make money out of people trading games, like, they're dead. They're completely... Like, their whole business model is gone. You get it from both sides. A mate of me on his disc, he shares them with his dad and then sells them. I mean, most of my games are digital. I've not had physical discs for a long time, but I can see why people are not happy. GameStop does Pokemon cards. In before they make them digital. Pokemon comes out. We're not printing cards anymore. They're just digital only. Wasn't a great way for Sony. First the movies getting deleted and counts and then this. The last few years, Sony's looked quite good in the face of Microsoft, but now they look like the bad guys. Nah, if Valve went out of business, another company would just buy it. Where do we drop this thing off exactly? That's weird, it's taken us in the other way. When we were picking this up, it took us through this gate clockwise, and now it's taken us back the other way. You can't wait to see what Microsoft does in the next console. It's supposed to be able to play Steam games. I mean, console and PC have been progressively, well, Microsoft anyway, That's the only way they can compete. Do we just go here and drop it, I presume? How do we drop the trailer off? Exit vehicle. Interaction. I don't want to load, I want to unload the container. I want to say, here's your container back. Do we just drive that into the box? Oh. That was obvious. Not. There you go, 42 grand, 4,200 XP. We're now level 47 truck driver. Nice. Okay, right. I'm going to disconnect the trailer, so I'm not paying for it anymore. I think anywhere here should do nicely. How do we disconnect the trailer again? Can we just do it here? Unhook trailer, okay. Let's put the legs down. Fifth wheel forward, backwards. Cool. The game will just despawn that. I want to go and get a tanker trailer. I think I need to go via the yard and just make sure we've not picked up some damage. I take it this is stuff that's available for owner rental. Oh, those are containers. Checkpoint. Oh, this is like a little racetrack. There's a fuel thing down there somewhere. Oh look, it started a timer, it thinks I'm racing. My god, that takes a long time. Right, so we used 3,800 on fuel, and we got paid like 80 odd grand. We more or less netted 80 grand then. Minus whatever damage I did. Interesting. What I want to do is rent a tanker trailer and then move some liquid, some fuel or whatever, and try and get it on a contract as well. So we get extra cheese. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, the trailer thing's all the way down there, isn't it? We want to go to the... You read that fuel pays better than anything else. Yeah, I mean, it might pay the most. I don't know. I've read that coal and iron ore pays pretty well. And also, like, you know, Sammy was saying yesterday, if you supply, say, fuel to your local fuel station, then the price of that fuel goes down, which is cool. But then the refinery needs oil, so if nothing's moving the oil to the refinery, it's got nothing to refine. Because, like, there is a production chain running across the town, so you can't just ignore one asset. Like, the whole point is to get your AI to deliver the lower level stuff, like, let's say, I don't know, logs, oil, that kind of stuff, and then you deliver the higher price stuff, the higher value stuff. I'm not that far off level 50, and when I get to level 50 I can put a more powerful engine in. Coal pays very good, iron ore pays very good. It is very heavy. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, like, if you do iron ore, you've got to go into the mountains, right? Which is off-road. So you need a good vehicle. I mean, to be fair, that's fine. You need a high-level vehicle, and it's more difficult, so it pays more. There's only one off-road truck that can do coal and iron. I mean, I don't know, like Costel, can't you just hit any truck you want? So, can't you just put off-road tyres on it or whatever? A 100 people on the server, final. Is the maximum. Oh, that's slippy. That's very slippy. So what happens when it rains oil? There's no off-road tyre. Really? Arrived at your destination. Ripper, right. Wait, 75% body damage, costing 38 coin.
Bullet Boom Boom Boy has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 77 months of support.
Thank you, Bullet Boom Boy. I don't understand this. 75% costing 38. Makes no sense. 1% damage. I don't think we're replacing them. So if I wanted to put roof lights on there, which shop would I need to go to? Well, hang on a minute, Vinyl Rabbit. If you're saying what you're saying, by that definition, right, just think about it. By your definition of repair, if 75% didn't mean 75% damage, it meant 75% good, then that means they are 1% good. So where it says damage 1%, does that mean I have 1% damage or I have 1% left? Costel says 1% damage. So they don't need replacing because they're 99% okay. So, no. The chat doesn't agree with you, Vinyl Rabbit. It's a damage, not a condition. They're right next to you. Oh, hang on. Is that what the things on the shelf were? $3,000. Toggle light. Right. So if I buy one, attached to vehicle. Wait, how does this work? This is a really janky way of doing it. Like, I literally can't see what I'm doing from down here. Rotate camera. Oh, what? That looks stupid. No, I need to move that. How do I remove that? I've got nothing to attach it to. Location. Forward. No. The other forward. Right up. It needs to at least look like it's mounted to something. Okay, so that means it's like a legal thing. I could mount it on the horn like that. We just mount it inside the horns. Exactly, just use it as that. Oh, hang on. Toggle light. Change light mode, change light color. Light mode, what does that mean? Oh, I see. High beam headlights. Nice. You can save that. If I go buy another and do the same thing. Buy. And then say, right, put it up there, please. And then I just need to get it. It's about as central as we can get it. Change light mode, headlight, save. There we go. I mean, it seems like the best place, because like normally you'd want a bracket, but it doesn't seem to have any brackets. These are LED strip lighting. What are these exactly? Ooh. That's quite fancy. Have a look in the parts for the truck to see if they have a bar for accessories. I didn't see one. All you've got is etc. Then you've got utility, which is just boxes and fuel tanks. And then powertrain, tyres, wheel suspensions, nothing there. Can we buy one of them? Right, rotate. Wait, that's a lot smaller than... I just bought this. I've been given this? What's going on? Oh, wait a minute. Buy. What? The game just catfished me? Like, when you look at this and press to buy, you don't get that. You get the whole lot. So there's like, this is the first one. And then this is the second one. And then this is the third. How does that make any sense? Why? What? LED strip 4. That's the one I wanted. You scumbag game. No, I don't want that one. I want the other one. How do I get the... Put down. I'll tell you what. Yeah, we'll put that there. Put that there. And then we'll get the big one. That's not the... What's going on? Why have I got the small one again? The price was still 1,000. What's going on? Okay, what am I not understanding about? How do I buy this one? Now I've only got 2 buy options. 1,500. LED light strip 2. That's the one I want. Man, that is stupidly confusing. Right, move that up. It highlights the one you're hovering over when selecting. I don't know. I'm probably not the only person to get confused by that thing. Toggle light, change light mode, manual high beam, reverse light, interior light, engine on. That's what we want. Change light color. Can we go with that? What does that look like? It's like that. It'll do. I've got all these down here now. Pick up item. Good grief. That's pitch. That's roll. Okay. Oh no, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. Wait a minute, how do we just... I want to turn it that way. I want to spin it like vertically. That's rolling about that axis. That's rotating about that axis. Well, that's the same axis. Look, that axis there is the same as that axis here. The two things are the same. How does that work? Can I just remove it? How do I remove? Uninstall. Yes, I want to uninstall. Because when you put it on like this, you can right click and then it does it vertically. Change light mode, engine on. Change light color to that one. Save, close. Pick up item. So this is what you want to be able to mirror. Well, either way, two of those axes will rotate in the same direction. That definitely shouldn't be happening. Engine on. Save. There you go. You know, actually, I can't be bothered with them too. I don't care. Let's go and get ourselves a trailer. They look cool at night. I might put them on later when I'm not annoyed with it. Right, which one am I allowed to rent? That's the question. What's this one? Vehicle info. That's a 40,000 litre tank. It doesn't say what it can carry. Is it restricted in some way? That's a 20,000 litre tank. Wait, what? Okay. It's a 28,000 litre tank. 18,000. Okay.
Stevo81_ has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 20 months of support and said, thanks for great content.
Stevo, thank you for 20 months. It'll carry all fluids indiscriminately. Okay. All tankers. Right, do you think my truck is capable of carrying that? I'm not so sure. Because that's a very... I have the basic engine. 40,000. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. Easily. What, up a hill? It can do the 3 trailers. What, you reckon it could hold this plus another? Change the final ratio if you're worried. It'll do a lead and a tanker if you change the final drive. Are you changing the final drive to give you more torque rather than speed? I mean, I've got 13 gears. I would have thought the gears was enough, right? What's it doing? Change vehicle now. Powertrain, final drive ratio 28. 3.0. Your final drive seems a bit long. What do you reckon it should be then?
Nyman DK has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 73 months of support.
Thank you, Nyman. Thank you for 73. So you reckon we should come down on that? Crude oil's heavy and milk is a bit heavy too. Try 4.1 or 4.5. I'll split the difference and go 427 then. Buy, install.
John_E156 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 108 months of support.
John E, thank you for 108. Right, so are we thinking then that we can rent 2 of these trailers and haul both of them, or just one of them?
It's Alsasama has resubscribed with a Prime Twitch subscription and 26 months of support.
How did it pronounce your name then? It's... can't change the big one. Oh, okay. It's only the smaller ones. Fine. I'll just take the bigger tanker then. Thank you for 26. You can do a 20, a 20, and a 22. Which was that one? That was a 22. So you can do 2 of them plus 1 of them, or just 1 of them for 40.
Stinaldo has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 35 months of support.
Stinaldo, thank you. Yeah, this one can apparently. You can change those. So you can have 2 of these and 1 of them, and that would get you 62. That could be hilarious. Like, seriously, is my truck going to be able to haul that on the basic engine? Like, seriously. I'm just not convinced. I think what I'll do, if I take the 40,000 litre, get myself to level 50 tanker driver, which shall be, then come back and swap it for 2 and 1, go 62 then with the bigger engine. Max length of 35 meters. I feel like I want an engine upgrade before I take something like that on, otherwise I'll get stuck up a hill. You can do 1 or 2 on the basic engine, yeah, but they're the same as a big trailer. That's what I was thinking of doing. 250 every 10 minutes. Jeez. Don't even need to hook up the supply lines. Right, where's the best place to go then? Where's the refinery? Should we go refinery and move some fuel? Is that the best place? An oil well? What, to move fuel? Are we better off moving oil or moving the fuel? We did that, Mycroft. The oil well for the raw oilers in the southern island. I don't want to drive all the way down to an oil well unpaid. Is that the oil well by any chance? Construction site. Oil refinery requires tanker. Supplies oil.
Gamo5 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 58 months of support and said, "Hi everyone, Chat Squirrel is Sunday trucking back, LOL."
Lol. Thank you very much, Gamo. You can move... You can move fuel to the oil well. You might be able to take fuel from the harbour as well. So if we drive up to the harbour and see what they've got, will they do fuel deliveries from here or something? Milk and oil show up as paying $3,300 per kilometre. Fuel run. Jeju Harbour. Noksan fuel storage. Noksan fuel storage to 3 water factory. I need to write that down. Hang on. You're saying Jeju. Why is my pen? Once you get to Joyle, make sure you take the oil to the southern refinery, not the Jeju refinery. If you take it to Jeju, you're missing out on half to 2/3 of your profit. Make sure you take the oil to the southern refinery. Alright. Right, so we start off by going to the harbour, yeah? So we go up here. Whereabouts do we go to get the fuel then? Or the oil or whatever they've got? Required flatbed or a box. That's not us. Tanker. There we go. What's a Jake brake? It's basically engine braking. I'm not so sure those lights are particularly better. Right, I'm level 47 trucking. I reckon get to 50 easy on this job. Get to 50, upgrade the engine. Yeah, I don't get why the lights are so bad. It's the lighting distance is the problem. The only thing missing is slipper cam. My god, I haven't had that for a long time. Do you remember those squirrel slippers I had? They're like literally squirrels. Don't let them tell you to take crude to Jeju because the Sano oil refinery down south gets twice the amount of fuel from the same amount of crude oil. 3 times if you haul a container down to the refinery, which you might do. Wait, so... But if I have a contract that tells me to go to a particular refinery, I have to take it to that refinery, don't I? A large fire has been spotted. Oh no. I'm in full EV mode. You buy a contract at a destination right before delivering, not before picking up the load. This is the thing that I don't understand about this game. The idea that you get to a destination and then take a contract and immediately drop it off. It's amazing how the power steering works when the engine's not running. Well, I know what the tachometer says, but I've turned the engine off. It's weird. Need more powerful spotlights. What we need. This view, I think this view is the weirdest view in any game. What is that view? Right then. Now that says pay 3,400. Is that per... Is that like per 1,000 litres? These two are fairly close. I can hold 40 units, can't I? So this is not... Why would that only pay 354? That's crazy. Off-road vehicle is recommended. Yeah, no. Don't even look at the ones with the off-road. Yeah. I mean, they're all the ones that pay a lot more than any of these. So, how do we do this? Do we basically... We can load up with that one, for example. But it's only going to pay 354 per 10,000 litres, or is that per litre? So that's only paying, what, 3.5 grand per 10? That's only paying like 17,000. It's not very much at all. Per 1,000 litre. Yeah, so if I take 50 units, I'm getting about 18 grand, if that. And that goes all to the same place. Okay, so the 150%, the reason it says that is because this particular industry needs people to move the fuel, and nobody's moving the fuel. So as a result of that, they have a surplus of fuel, and the price has gone up to a premium 150% because nobody's moving it. That's what that means. And all the fuel's like that because they have a surplus. You're looking for something that's a destination near Joyle. Destination near Joyle? Where the heck is that? I mean, where is that? Let me see what I need to look. Where's Joyle on the map? Is that this one down here? No, that's the Sanho Oil Refinery. I have absolutely no idea where Joyle is.
Scout 8158 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 79 months of support.
J Oil is in the middle of the map at the bottom. Scout, thank you for 79. Yeah, but if I put J Oil... It's none of them, right? Is that it? Is that what we're trying to get to? That says Yongill. That doesn't say J Oil. That's OG. OG drilling. Why do we want to go there exactly? Oh my god, look at that. That looks horrendous to get to. Oh, there's Joyle. So I need to go to somewhere down here and then drive over to J Oil. Is that what we're saying? Because that pays a lot? That drilling site is where all the crude oil comes from. Okay. So that supplies crude oil that you then take down to this refinery. So I'm looking for a job that takes me something near this. Is that what we're saying? That says destination J Oil. So why don't I just take that and drive straight there? The correct name is OG Drilling. Correct. So we'll just load up on that and drive there, right? Let's do that. Oh, you stupid game. It just literally moved it. You're clicking on load here and the stupid thing refreshes and it resorts this. And then you load the wrong thing. Look, it's just done it again. Can hold X to fast load. I love this game. There's nothing obvious about it. Production's at 102%. Two minutes and 5. Knockdown fuel storage doesn't really send fuel down south. So we just got to sit here and wait for it to load now. That roadway is totally wrong. No barriers or ramp go around it. The fact that you can just drive off the side into the sea explains it all. What? You're loaded. What's it doing? Is it just producing? Okay, so it's just basically making more fuel. I thought that was like the loading screen. Oh, we're slightly overweight, 40.8 tons. If you take that oil trip I gave you, you'll earn 200,000 with contracts. I'm going to get there. When I get there, I'm going to check out the contracts and see if I can drop the fuel off under contract. Is that right? And then from there, we're going to pick up oil and take it to the refinery in the bottom left. And then from that place, I think we're going to take fuel somewhere, but I don't know where. You earn more by going south and then up to Knockdown. Yeah, mate, Minecraft, you understand the game better than I do. You're throwing stuff out there and it's not making any sense to me. I don't even know where these places are. One step at a time. I'm going to OJI Oil Refinery. That's my first goal. After that, I think I'm picking up oil. I'm not breaking the barrier, Costello. Outrageous.
JWebster97 has resubscribed with a tier 2 Twitch subscription and 73 months of support and said, hey everyone.
Jet Webster, thank you for tier 2. Alright, we've got about 30 minutes before we need to stop for the F1. Let's see what we can do. Minecraft is right, this load will have no contract. Okay. Yeah, but nobody's going to pick up fuel from down there, are they? She's struggling. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, Mycroft, but where we're going, into the middle of the South Island, I don't think many... We're not going to go there very often, are we? Good thing you didn't get the 3 tankers. Hmm. Yeah, I think it could haul it, but I think it would be 10 miles an hour, you know, like it'd be very slow. It would do it, it's just gonna take time. And I think where we're going, it's gonna be a bit hilly in places. There we go. Ranch Oval. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is where it... That is exactly the place that I became unhinged. Do you remember? Coming down that hill. I reckon there's something going on with that terrain. It did exactly the same thing, like the back end just started doing this. Oh, good grief. Yeah, but the last time I came down the exact same place earlier today and the exact same thing happened, except I ended up on my side. Should I maybe gone to 5, 6 on the final drive? You're only using 8 gear. Well, we can always go higher on the final drive later. No, I'm using controller. Who do you I think Antonelli will win. Yeah, I'm going to get the bigger engine, but I can't do it. Top left, you can see I'm level 47 in trucking. I need to get to 50, or I can buy the bigger engine. And to be honest, we're making it through most of the gears anyway. Oh yeah, somebody's just joined the game. You get some weird noises of vehicles going past. The chat tell you that you can adjust your controller's steering speed. I didn't mess with that one, to be honest. I just got fined 3 grand for being overweight. 3 grand. That's quite a lot. In the stable branch, the vehicles don't make that noise. I'm only going to get 17 for the whole journey. 3 grand's quite a chunk of that. This is why I use the other bridge. Imagine if they find people for being overweight. Oh, what the heck? What the heck was that? Don't tell me he stopped to pick up the garbage. The guy was like stationary on the bridge. I looked at chat, I looked back and just saw this vehicle not moving. Well, that's caused some damage. I hope somebody clipped that. The fine is 3k no matter what. Makes no sense. I can't believe that. We came over this bridge earlier and I was saying, imagine a garbage truck stopping to pick up the garbage in the middle of a 75-mile-an-hour road, and lo and behold, am I going to get fined again for being overweight? Is there like another weighbridge on the way? That was one of Sommy's vehicles. That was one of Sommy's AI trucks. Do you know, this job doesn't feel so lucrative now. Like, the trailer costs and then the overweight costs are racking up here. If you just pick up bags of garbage, you don't get any of this nonsense. That's the only one place. I don't know. You can spawn trailers for free, you don't have to rent them. You can spawn them for free. The number 41 is your player level, so I'm level 41 and Sam is level 1434. That's your player level. It's basically a measure of how much you've played the game, because well, somebody told me if you divide it by... No, hang on. You get a level for every... Is it 10 kilometers or something you drive? Anyway. Something like that. The designated trailer spawn points, which will have a blue trailer symbol on the map. So if you tell it to spawn one of these trailers, it's then yours and you don't need to pay for it. How does that work? No, I'll have to drag him down. I don't know if he's in the Discord server. Spawnage is free, but usage should not be free. If you leave it on its own, it'll despawn. What? I don't understand, Mycroft. Why is it you can spawn a trailer and use it for free, but you can also rent a trailer and pay for it? Like, why would you want to rent it if you can just spawn it for nothing? Is that like an early access thing where you can spawn it for free, but that will be out of the game when it's released? I like the bumps before the bend, designed to deliberately like upset your vehicle just before you go into a bend. Oh, what's going on here? What on earth? AI doing AI things. You suspect it's a glitch. Trailers do not have profit sharing rates listed in their UIs. Okay. bug abusers. It says it's 5 miles to the destination, but by road it's 6.4. The devs could care a bit more of the player's time, and I'm a grinder. It is, yeah, that's the markers showing you straight line distance. Have you got stuff behind us? Nope. I don't know if we're going to get to the iron mine, because it doesn't sound like the off-road side of it's particularly well fleshed out. Yeah, I'll bet it's a nightmare. I presume it's still work in progress. The off-road side is well fleshed out, you're just not particularly equipped to tackle it. As in, I need more levels and more money. Look at this, look at this. The bumps they put in the roads really upset the vehicles. And they know it. They're like subsidence, you know, they're really bad. Okay. That just suddenly went. Definitely a weird handling problem. Yeah, thanks, Stimby. Need to invest in off-road vehicles. I don't think there's that much choice of off-road right now, is there?
Dan Rofat has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 95 months of support.
Thank you, Dan. Most people like the heavy-duty Atlas dump truck, which, when correctly tuned, can handle most anything you throw at it with some skill. I think I need to upgrade the anti-roll bars. I think that's what's missing. Because I've noticed when taking a bend and the truck starts to roll, that's when it gets really upset. So I need to look at the anti-roll side of it. It's pretty well behaved most of the time. Let's use the runoff area. The problem is the trailer stock suspensions. So, are we better off buying our own trailer and customizing the suspension on it? Oh, I'm going wide. Now we've upgraded all the suspension on the truck.
Tequila83 has resubscribed with a Tier 1 Twitch subscription and 139 months of support, and said, what controller are you using?
PlayStation 5! There are no white road markings here, mate. It's a free-for-all. I was hoping I'd get there before the break, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Your own trailer, because you can customize it. For the moment, stock trailer suspension's okay. You say that. My truck level is still 47. It's not gone up. What the heck is all that about? Maybe it only goes up when we deliver. I can't believe they've got street lighting down here. Right, so it's all about the... Because it's like... It's not about driving around then in trucks, it's about delivering stuff. Fair enough. Oh. What is this? Solar powered lights. 1000 XP per 10k money at drop off. Right. Runway lights. Well, we have got landing legs on the trailer, so makes sense. Yeah, just watching what the truck and trailer does there, that's interesting. I think what's happening is that the trailer's suspension is a lot softer than our upgraded truck. And so, when you get a bumpy corner, the trailer bounces up and down on the suspension. And that sets up like a weird oscillation that the truck can't deal with. Oh my god, it's dark. What the heck is this? This is absurdly dark. Yeah, stock trailer is way too soft. It's built for a road at the end of the day. Right, I'm going to have to pull over somewhere, I think. There it goes, look. It bounces and then swings outwards. That's what it does. Tarmac. Woo! Well, I'll park up at the top of this hill. Yeah, I've done that, Mycroft, and it didn't do anything. I adjusted the moonlight brightness and didn't really see any change. You can go over 300%. I'll crank it up because it's way too dark. Oh, I've got 5,000 feet to deliver. Oh, I might as well just go for it. I'll just drop it. Let's get down there. I thought I was further away. I'm actually pretty close. You just cannot turn. Like, if you turn, the trailer just goes, oh, we're turning, are we? In that case. Sure does rain a lot in this desert. The 3-trailer setup is more stable. Interesting. I take it there's no contract to get here. Whoa, that got a lot lighter. Did you see the trailer just go boink? Hey, I'm level 50. Woo! Level 50. Wee! Right. Okay, right, guys. I'm going to stop now and go and watch the F1. I'll be back after the F1, which should be in about 2 hours' time. Unless it overruns, in which case I'll see you after it. Enjoy the break. Back in about 2 hours' time. That's it for me. Bye for now.